It's very important to discern the voice of the Lord, lalong-lalo na when we are about to make decisions in our lives, or if we are, making certain actions sa life natin. But sometimes, importante rin naman for us to discern, no, the voice of the evil one, who is deceiving us, no, toward a certain action or behavior. So, yung discernment, very important yan. And it's a big topic, siyempre. But in this soul tape, gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo. Isa sa mga strategy ng kaaway to mislead, many of us to follow His will, rather than the will of the Lord. At remember si Satan, of course, and all his ika nga demons, no, are deceivers, no, liars, okay? So sa madaling salita, they do not really come out openly to deceive us. They don't, impress upon our hearts na, dinideceive tayo. Of course, yun ang mahalaga natin maunawaan. It's through our thoughts, our feelings, yung inner dynamics ng ating puso or our soul or our spirit, no? Kung saan doon nag-ooperate yung mga deception na yan. So it's important na hindi lahat ng naiisip natin ay parang agad-agad natin na aksyonan. And one of the strategies of the evil one to deceive many people is yung tinatawag na, the temptation to secrecy or being secret, or sabihin natin, huwag sasabihin, no? Kahit kanino. Now, of course, siyempre, may value naman talaga yung keeping things private. Hindi mo naman kinakailangan ilantad sa lahat kung ano yung balak mo o iniisip mo. Pero one of the strategies ng kaaway is to convince us that we don't need to confess, no, or to tell another person about things that are going on inside of us. Iba-iba ang justification niya, no? Hindi naman nila maintindihan o ano ba ang pakialam nila o whatsoever. Confession, of course, is a very vital spiritual discipline in the Christian life. It brings healing sa buhay natin. No? Confess your sins to one another that you may be healed, no? Sabi sa scriptures. So, very important yung confession. And confession is not just about what you have done, yung nagawa mo kasalanan. It's also what you are planning to do, no? So, sa madaling salita, one of the strategies ng kaaway is to convince us that we don't need to be accountable to anyone. So, I'm not talking about yung mga bagay that, dapat lang naman to keep it private, no? Kasi personal yun. But at the same time, let's be careful na pag merong pumapasok sa isipan natin, wag nang sabihin o wag nang maging accountable kanino man doon sa mga binabalak natin. Especially kung nakakaramdam ka ng mga, apprehension or concern sa puso mo. And this is especially true for people na sinurrender nila yung life nila when they are, to the Lord. So when they are about to do something na contrary to the will of God, surely the Spirit of God would, interfere do sa proseso na yun. And you would be bothered by it. Yung peace mo would be affected, no, sa puso mo. So know this na very important ito. When there is something going on in your life, tapos, nako-convince ka na, wag na lang sabihin ito kahit kanino, wag na lang i-confess, or you're planning to do something and you don't want to be parang bothered by questions from people na who might be challenging us dun sa mga binabalak natin. No, this is the time that you must really pause and really examine kung ikaw ba ay na-deceive ng kaaway. Kasi the more you keep things in secret, no, hindi yung mga valid na bagay na dapat naman talaga maging private. But yung mga motivations, mga binabalak, mga gustong gawin, which you don't want to be accountable to other people, check your heart, okay? Kasi the enemy is a deceiver. He can easily deceive you into going into that direction and so suffer the consequences of a life that is not accountable to others. We are called by God to live in community. So kahit paano meron tayo dapat na mga spiritual companions through whom or with whom we can be open and transparent and we can trust, So para may feedback din tayo. God bless you and I hope na natuto kayo dito sa maiksing soul tip na ito.